My wife and I are both 29 years old. We were a couple in high school and continued to be together in college. We also went to graduate school together. After that, I went to graduate school to continue my education, and she took a teaching job at a nearby college. She planned to finish her education after I finished mine. We married 8 years ago and have been together for a total of 10 years. Earlier this year, I finished my last teaching program and am now moving into a new position where I signed a substantial contract. In a few months, my salary, which is now about $50,000, will increase dramatically, becoming 5 or 6 times that amount. This means that we will be able to have a lifestyle that we never had before. She is preparing to get a college degree as soon as I start my dream job. About 2 months before starting my new job, I noticed that my wife began to seem distant and lost in thought. She began acting strangely, constantly texting, even during our favorite shows. While texting, she would secretly smile and seem to be waiting for messages. She began canceling our plans and things we were supposed to do together, often using her schoolwork as an excuse. In early June, I began to suspect that something was wrong. On Memorial Day, I decided to put an old cell phone with a voice recording app in the house before I left for work. When I returned and listened to the recording, I discovered a video call between my wife and an unknown man. They had agreed to meet the following Friday after her class and were talking frankly about intimate topics, including hurtful things about me. My wife said that I can't satisfy her desires. I am just a roommate for her and nothing more. She has wanted to leave me for a long time, but because of financial problems she can't yet. It was obvious that they had become very close. To gather more evidence, I installed surveillance cameras outside the front door and backyard. However, I realized that someone could have entered the house through the garage, which the cameras did not cover. After installing a camera there, I found no evidence of them being in the garage. In early June, we went on vacation with friends to our beach house. At the last minute, my wife decided not to join us for an evening walk on the beach. Suspecting something amiss, I put my phone on silent mode with the voice recorder and left it on for the duration of the walk with friends. On later listening to the recording, I heard my wife letting someone into the house, followed by sounds of intimacy and conversations confirming their affair. I confronted her with the recording and found out that she was having a secret relationship with a college student who was only 19 years old. They had been intimate in various places, including our home and her college office. The texts I found showed that they had been involved for much longer than I initially thought. She looked shocked, but eventually confessed to everything. I am now in a dilemma. We are going to divorce, but it is difficult because of her family's religious affiliation and the possible repercussions at her work. We have decided not to disclose the reasons for our separation, and I'm going to move out as soon as everything is settled. Although I am unsure of the future, I am taking steps to rebuild my life and focus on self-care with the support of friends and therapy.